All right, so good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. I know there are a lot of people from different sections of the world, so let's get started with today. I'm pretty seeing some of the new faces today. So I believe that Chad, I think you are new in the session today. All right, so I'm gonna expect that you might know a little bit of the system, or you're totally new. Okay, no
Yeah, I
worries.
do know a little bit about the system.
Got it. No worries. We'll once you join the sessions daily, like our schedule, we will definitely get you where we at. So today's basically session is about the proposals and the documents and the contracts that we can also send out from this system, from the CRM. So essentially, this is an all-in-one tool that we have where you can send a calendar appointments, where you can do the conversation from no matter which platform, Facebook, Instagram, all in one. And we have opportunities, pipelines, sales pipelines. We can see where the lead is at right now so that we can nurture them and close them. We can collect different payments and obviously we can send them invoices. And before invoices, we can give them estimates, uh, if you can send them contracts, whatever, and finally close the clients. And in this, basically, let me just minimize that. Okay, so in this specific payments area, you can see how many orders came. And this is a new feature, abundant checkout. This is currently in beta right now. So we will be coming to that in our upcoming sessions too. And we can see how many people are under the subscription, which means that how many people are paying any monthly recurring fees to any of our offering service or product. We can also create payment links and send them to the client so that they can pay and they can continue running for whatever service we are providing. These are the transaction areas where we can see all the transactions which are coming through, no matter which funnel, no matter which invoice. So we will be able to track all the invoices. And in this specific area, I'm just giving you a walkthrough right now about the payments area. We will be going over in detail about this specific documents and contracts, and we'll come to the later on these specific areas. So in the products, we can create our products in CRM. Like for example, if you are selling a fitness book, which I have already created one here, you can always go ahead and import as a CSV. You can also import from your Stripe account, or you can also create a new product which will be automatically be synced through your connected Stripe account, which can be connected from this specific integration area. And we have NMI, authorized.net, and different merchants available where we can connect our Stripe account. We also have a PayPal option available as well. So for this specific, we have we'll just go ahead and see what exactly these contracts and documents look like. So essentially, whenever, for example, if you are into solar business and you are running into solar and you used to send different quotations to different clients, you can use in this use case. Let me just quickly turn off my notification center so that we don't interrupt. Okay, I'm gonna share. So essentially, this specific contract and disposal is like if you are going into a contract with a different company or a different person, or maybe you are selling a mentorship coaching and you wanted to have a an agreement before them, you can create a template and we can see that how we can specifically automate that process so that we do not have to go ahead and create agreements for everyone, so that it can take a lot of time. So for that, what we can do is, first of all, we can go ahead and create a template over here. This is a template that we will be creating for a coaching business. And I am pretty sure. Okay. So this is you where you will be creating a template for documents and contracts. And once I click on this specific button, it is going to open up like a blank page. So for now here, I am going to write down my contract and I need to design it first. And how I would be able to do that? It's pretty simple. You'll see that on the top left, we have an add element option. And if you click on here, you will find a bunch of different options like adding a text message, adding a image, a video, a table. So I would first of all need to add a logo of my company. Sorry, it was supposed to be a logo. And here I'm gonna drag it and upload the logo from my PC or maybe from my media center. So currently I believe that I do have some logos available. Let me see. No. Okay, let me for this testing purpose, let me use this one. So let me use this one. Color effects, black and white or full color, obviously full color. And I can also change the width and height. So for the width, I'm going to use 200 and height is going to be 120. Okay, that's fine for me. And once this is updated, I'm going to add some text over here. So I can go ahead and quickly come up with some text copy here. Let me just grab some text here to add. You can always add your own agreement over here, whatever you like. Let me see if I have something in here in my system. So I can grab real quick. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I found something. Let me just quickly copy that. All right, so I'm here. All right, so I'm just gonna copy this and copy the paste or contract over here, which is simple, just a template from just through the internet, and you can always have your own accordingly. So for example, this is the company name, CS3 Training Innovations, and I want to centralize that. And obviously the effective date is the date when the contract will be created. So how do we do that? It's simply over here, document variables. If you click over here, you will see that document create date, document reference number, sub account name. So I'm gonna copy this one and close it. I'm gonna just paste it over here. So this variable will pull up the date of when when the agreement was created. So I do not have to manually come in the template and adjust the date and send it to the client. So everything we are going to do is totally dynamic. Okay, so this is an agreement with the entered into between CS Training Innovation LLC and client. So this is where the name of the customer will come. So for that, we just need to move the cursor here, and over here on the top right, we see there are some custom values. We'll be just clicking on that, and if we click on this contact, we will find all the information regarding the contact. So just to recall, contact is a person who to whom we are sending our contract. So all the values here, we will be able to access it if that specific value is available in CRM. So for example, when a contact is created, it has his full name, first name, last name, and email, but the phone number is empty. It will not populate it here. So we just have to make sure that we only populate the variables that are already in the CRM. So for that, I'll just use the full name over here, and you will see that it comes over here. And obviously, I'll design that Background, I'm gonna bold it, and terms, I'm gonna bold that too. Okay, I'm not gonna go much more deeper into the designing part. It's all the same thing like we draft the emails. Like I'm gonna highlight this one as well, sorry, and this one as well. Okay, and obviously you can change the font style, font size, and you can do bold, italics, and add some bullet list text color as well. In the next page, I can obviously add new pages as well. And in the next page, I wanted to have to collect a signature from the client as well, because if they are signing into a contract, they will obviously need to do some signature over there. So I need to add an element, and that element of my screen shows there. It says fillable fields. So fillable fields mean that these are the fields that can be filled by the customer, by the end one. So how are we gonna do that? I am going to simply add a signature here that I want the customer to do the signature, and it's gonna show me some properties on the right side, which means to be signed by, yes, I am going to add the recipient to whom this template will be sent. So for example, right now, my name, the username is helpdesk, and it's an email, and that's why it's showing my name. But if this contract is someone else, sent to someone else, for example, I just send this contract to Steve. Um, Here the name will be of Steve, and he will be able to sign the contract. And I can obviously add more signature fields so that more people can sign as well. So for example, I want this contract to be signed by myself as well and Steve as well. So for that reason, I would be adding another one. But in this case, I'm gonna just keep it very simple. And yes, I can also add a table here. And if I wanna add something in the table, that's up to me. Yeah, that's for example, total price or whatever the price you want to add. Or you can also use this product list over here, which will show up the product in the CR. So if you click on here, add item, select a product, my fitness book, or there should be some product name coaching. Okay, so for example, I believe that I am selling a digital course, a one-time payment. So I will be adding over here the price. Remember these products are already created in our account. So that's why it was populated in here. So if there is no product, it won't come up over here. So if you wanted to add some discounts as well, that's up to you. Certain percentage, we can add discounts. And yeah, so that's it. I'm going to utilize this template. So I'm going to name it as my coaching, not my digital course agreement. Yeah, sure. If you have any questions, you can let me know. You have any questions, Albert? Do you have any question?
Yes, good morning. Tell
Hi,
me
good
now,
morning.
when you put in the price, what place did you put in the price? That also come from, do you also set that up together with your courseware, or is there a different place where you add that $499? Is there
Okay.
another place where you create that?
Yeah. So essentially, before starting creating the document,
Yes,
I show you that there is a option of payments, and in the payments there is an option of products.
yes.
So I
Okay.
created the product earlier. And
Yeah,
when after creating the product, I just came here inside this
yeah,
document to create
yes.
the template, and I just simply add this table and pull up that product which I created.
It will put it automatically in.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, great.
So for example, if I click on add an item here, it will give me a pop-up to select a product. And if I click over
Yes.
here, it will in the drop down, all these products are already created in the system
Okay,
with their
yes.
prices as well. So
Yeah,
for example,
okay.
I have another one, November product test, and it will give me there are two prices associated with this specific product. So I'm gonna
Okay,
select one-time price and add
yes.
item. So this price was
Okay.
already saved in the system, so that's why it automatically come up over here.
Okay, with you.
Yeah, so that's how you create the products. I'll show you just after creating this template, I'm going to show you exactly how to create products so that you can recall that too.
Okay, thank you so much.
Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna move forward and save this template, and I am going to send this template to someone. So for example, that you have created a template. For now, I'm just going to send it myself manually, and then I'll show you how to automate this complete process of sending the contracts, and how you can get notified when someone signs back the contract. So that's the main thing. I'm gonna click on this use template. It's gonna open up the new wizard over here. Apology for the late internet. I think it's just loading. Let me refresh. All right, so just recall that I just simply clicked on that use template button, and it just gave me another editor over here so that I can do the final edits. And now currently I am not inside the template wizard. Now I am just inside the wizard where I can go ahead and send this template, because you can see there is another button now available which says send and save. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And if you wanted to make a preview first, you can always click on that button, and it is going to give me a preview of the document. So how it's gonna look like. So this is the document, how it's gonna be looking like. And here the people will be able to sign it over here. Okay, I'm good to go, and I'm gonna send. So before sending, it says invalid document. Document must have the following fields before sending. Primary, missing primary recipient. So we are sending this document, and we haven't decided to whom we are going to send it. So if you see on the top left, it says recipients. So if you click on the recipients, you will see primary client. Who is the primary client? And this is gonna populate all the contact list from our CRM. So right now I am going to send it to myself. So I am the primary recipient here. And if you wanted to add more recipients, that's up to you. Otherwise, it's totally fine. So I'm gonna use this and click save, send this. Okay, now you have two options. Either you want to send this contract agreement via email, or share via link. So I'm going to share via link over here, and I'm going to generate a link, and I'm going to copy this link over here. And if I go in an incognito window. So this is the view which client is going to see, and it says this document has one required field, start filling out. So obviously the customer is going to read the contract, and once they are agreed to with this, they are going to simply click on start filling out. And you can see that the name of the signer is already there. In this case, my name in the CRM is actually help desk, so it's okay. And I'm gonna use my name here. I'm gonna edit and click on this blue button. And once it is done, I'm gonna click on finish over here. And this document has been approved. And a copy of this document will be emailed to you as well. And it is going to be also be sent to the owner who is the one who actually sent the agreement to you. So I'm going to download it in a PDF as well. That's up to me. And in this case, if you also wanted to see where the document is, you can go back. And if I click on all documents and contracts, this is the new one. And let me refresh that. Okay, so it says there are 4 drafts waiting for others 1 and completed 1. So currently I added 2 people in this specific, so it is waiting for others as well. And in this area, I can see I can convert this to a template. I can share via link. I can mark this as completed. So I want to know, I don't want to sign the other one. Just keep this as completed, and it will be, the document will be completed over here.
Nou hoef jy nie te worry oor wat jy het al geteken of nie.
Right, yeah. It's just taking some time. Let me just refresh. Okay, here we go. Now the document has been completed. It says completed, and the customer name is this one, date modified, value this one. I can always view invoice. I can also clone it. I can also view that, or I can also go ahead and open this as a PDF as well. Now, how we can automate this complete process in a sales funnel, that when someone fill up a form that they are ready to get into an agreement, we can send out an agreement without any problem. So how we can do that? So it's pretty simple. So for example, we are going to do in the automation side. So if we create a workflow over here, continue. The trigger of the workflow is, for example, I say when a new a tag is applied, or maybe someone is moved from a stage, pipeline stage, which is pipeline stage changed. Let me real quick create a pipeline so I can show you the real process of sending an agreement. So if I go to settings, pipeline, I'm going to create a new pipeline called agreements.
Yeah.
Stage name, new lead. The other stage is agree sent. agreement signed and purchased. So this is something I'm just planning so that when a new lead comes in, we move the opportunity to the next stage, which is agreement sent, and an automation should fire off, which can send an agreement automatically to the person. We don't even need to go ahead and manually send it. That's the process. That's the goal. So I'm going to simply save it now and go back to my automations, which I were working on, which is if I over here go to the recent new workflow
So that's everything calendar for you start.
and add new trigger. And
Mhm.
this trigger would be pipeline stage changed, add filters in pipeline. And the name of the pipeline was agreements.
Yeah.
And I'm going to also define to which specific stage when the opportunity is moved, it should send out agreement. So technically, if you see over here, agreement sent when when an opportunity is moved to this specific stage, I want this automation to fire and send agreement. And I'm gonna call it as send agreements. What would be the action over here? If I click on plus over here and scroll down, you will find an option under the payments area over here, send proposal and estimates. So this is the one I'm going to click, and it says from which user you want to send this agreement. So obviously there is a person who always send an agreement. So in this case you can select anyone. So I'm going to click Sam over here. Sam is the sales guy who close a client and who is going to send an agreement. So that's the use case. Now it says which specific template. So we created a digital course agreement. So I'm going to send that specifically and save action. And I'm going to also tag the person so that I can know how many people agreement was sent. And I'm going to tag agreement sent. Add tag action. Perfect. Now I'm going to save it. And if I go back, I'm going to create a new contact of mine. Okay, it's already there. I'm going to just add myself to the opportunity. You can also add the person to the opportunity from here in the contact detail page. Add, and it's going to show me where exactly I wanted to add. I wanted to add myself to the agreements under the new lead area. Create. Now I'm going to close this and open the opportunities over here. Okay, now here comes the magic. So for example, that you have an automation going on, that new lead come to the system in this specific stage, and you call the person and you close the client and they said, okay, we are good with your service and we wanted you to send an agreement to us. So you can simply drag this card to the agreement sent. This is the automation we created, that when the opportunity stage changes to agreement sent, the automation should fire and automatically send uh, an agreement to this person. So if I'll check my email if I have received an agreement or not. You see the tag is applied, agreement sent, and I'm gonna open up this little icon over here to preview the email which I have received. So you'll see that I just received an agreement over here, proposal for Heather. And if I click on view proposal button, it is going to give me the link of that agreement from my email, and I can start filling out. Before filling out, I want to make another automation that once this document is signed, I want this opportunity to move automatically to this agreement signed area. And how I can do that? It's pretty simple. I am going to back to the automations, and I am going to create another workflow.
Hoe dit nou ek sien by dit.
Nee, maar dit maak vir my so ongelooflik sin. Dat as ons, okay, ek kry another workflow.
Ek sien wat moet gebeur.
En ek wat
nou is ek moet van
maar dit is my die awesome kant. Ek wat vir ons kontrakte wat ons het. Skus.
Slab, are you asking for some question to me? I think you're muted.
Yes, that just the question that I have now in the office is that I can use this because we're an architectural firm, so we're dealing with contracts daily. So this is typically now when I send my contract to the client, then
Yeah.
I create this contract or agreement I created here, and as well as for our training program. So that this is then typically the document or the agreement that I create for that specific purpose that we can automate to make sure that they sign the documents. So it's not necessary to do it manually then anymore.
Exactly, yes. That's the basically goal, that we create an agreement that can be automated so that we do not have to manually redo for each client. So that's why we created a template over there, and now we have a sales pipeline where we just move the lead to the agreement sent stage, and system will automatically send an agreement. And right now we are creating another automation that once the client sign back the agreement, the opportunity card will automatically be sent to this next stage called agreement signed. And then based on that action, we can send out them different invoices or ask them to collect the payments somehow. That's on, the process or goals of every business is that if they wanna sign this to a team member, to call them and collect the payment details or whatever the way everyone is. So for now, we're just moving in an automation that whenever the agreement is signed back, it should move to this stage and tag and notify the team that agreement has been signed, so that they can perform the next upcoming actions. Okay, so
Just ask another question, please.
yeah, sure.
That now the agreement is signed, now the payment needs to happen. So you do have the amount that he needs to pay, and does it automatically on his side go through to a payment port where he can do his payment?
Right. So for that, we already have settings over there. If you go to the documents and all templates over here, you will see, let me see where exactly I saw that. It should be in the settings. Not this one. Give me 1 second. Yeah, if you click on document and contracts, it will give you a setting option and says product invoicing, which says send invoices automatically after document completion. So allows you automatically send the invoices to the customer for payment after the document has been completed. So if I turn that button on, because I already have that product and the pricing information inside the contract, so once they sign back, they will receive an invoice from the company so that they can pay the invoice automatically. So this is something we can also enable automatically. We do not need to create an automation for that. That's already natively available. Okay, and we're gonna proceed with the workflow which we were working on. That is agreement signed. What what are we gonna do? I'm going to notify team plus pipeline changed. So usually after this is my way of doing some naming conventions that I use this arrow to, and the next step is basically what I do inside the workflow. So when the agreement is signed, I'm gonna click on this add new trigger and see what trigger I have. So if I scroll down, I will see payment, which is proposal and estimates, and I'm gonna apply filter. Document type is proposal, and status is I'm gonna select completed. So once the document is completed, I want to add a tag to the customer so that I can see how many people got signed up. So I'm gonna add the tag called agreement signed. And I'm going to add update the opportunity, which is update create / update opportunity. And in this specific, I'm going to select that pipeline, which was agreements. And in which pipeline I want to move them, it is agreement signed over here. And obviously the opportunity name could be custom contact.name. Status should be won because we won the client, and that moment we have make it status won, and complete action. And over here as well, you can also add one more thing and notify internal. So which means that you can notify your team via email to all users. And it can be subject could be agreement signed. And here I can type, hey, user.name, following person has signed the agreement. Please click the link below.
Can I just ask, please?
Okay, so this is the type following person has signed the agreement. Please click the link below to open the agreement. And over here, I'm gonna add a custom value, which is if I scroll down, I will see. 1 second, let me remove this. I'm gonna see proposal and estimates, and here is the URL. And I'm gonna use this URL to open up the PDF link of that agreement. So I'm gonna copy that and add a link so I can hyperlink that. Save action. Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is go back to the document which we were working on, and I'm gonna sign it back to see if I have received that and if the opportunity is updating or not. So I think this is not the one. I opened up a separate tab. Okay, start filling out. So I'm gonna go ahead and click signature. Is this the one? Let me see if that is the one. Okay, let me open up my email so I can simply go ahead and grab the contract link. Oh, I see. So for some reason, I have already signed that agreement before, and for that reason, it's not letting me sign it again. But if you send this to a new email, it will just let you add the signature. And once you add the signature, that the way I did before, and you simply click on finish, it will be completed. And once this is completed, you'll see that the lead will automatically move to the next stage, which is I'm gonna show right now.
Can I just ask you again, please?
Sorry, which one?
Are you there?
Yeah,
That in our case, normally that when, so first the client sign, you get it back, then you as the, like in the business owner, you sign the
yeah,
contract. But in our case, that we need to send a signed copy normally back to the client. Is that just in that funnel of yours where it's finished? I did sign it, then I just create another prompt that needs to go back to the client so that you do have a copy of the signed contract.
right. So you mean that you are the signer one, number one,
Yes, the
and
client
the
signed, I signed, and now it just needs a copy of the signed contract or
right,
agreement must go back to the client.
exactly. Yeah. So how we basically do that is pretty simple. Um, in basically the over here inside the payments, and let me show you document and contracts.
Yes,
When I was actually creating the template here, like in the
yes,
templates,
yeah,
this one. When I click on use template, so you see that on the top left there are recipients option.
yeah,
So primary clients is, for example, this one, and you can also add one more over here, add more recipients,
yeah,
and you can add yourself as a business owner over here, and
yes,
also that it can be sent. So the signer right now is basically CC as primary one, this one,
yes,
and you can see how many people can sign. So for example, right now I have only one signature, so I would need to add another element for the signature as well.
yeah,
And for example, over here,
yeah,
and this is to be, for example, we see that this is Johan Hamid is basically the person who
yeah,
is to be signed by is the client, and
yeah,
this one is us,
that's
which
correct.
says you.
Yeah.
So this
And
is
now,
us, and this
mhm,
is the client.
that's correct. But now both of them did sign the contract or agreement. Now it needs to go back to the client itself. So that at the end, I've just prompted to them that there's just another step that needs to come in so that the signed contract needs to be signed to the client.
Exactly.
So both
So
parties
what
have a
happened?
signed contract.
Yeah, what will happen that when you click on send, it will be sent to that relevant person to sign it. So once
Yeah.
you sign it, the document will be waiting for the other person to sign. And when the
Okay.
both persons sign it, then the document status will move to change, which is completed. And once the document is completed, a copy of signed for of the both parties will be sent via email. So that's the process how it's worked.
Okay, that now also what happens in our profession that people, you send the contract and then they say maybe fill it in, or they hesitate to sign it immediately and do the payment immediately, so that there can be be a few days delay for them doing by finalizing the process. Is there now a place where you can follow up the status of, so you can confirm that they did receive the document, but
Mhm.
now there's a time delay. you see that they do not respond immediately. Is there a follow-up email or communication that you can send to them so
Yeah.
that just for a reminder, so that they need to take action on the document that you've sent to them?
Okay, yeah, right. We can do that. So the workflow which I was working on, which was agreement sent, I'm gonna open up the same workflow and I'm gonna add a wait, because at this step we just send a contract. Now I'm gonna add a wait of probably we can say 1 day. So just give them 24 hours to make a decision.
Okay.
And after waiting 1 day, I am going to add a condition to check if the proposal status has been signed. Or what you can do is simply waiting one day, just send them another email, another follow-up over here,
Yes.
and just let them know that, hey, we have sent you a document, please review that and sign back so that we can get started. And again, after 24 hours, send them another SMS or another email with the follow-up so that they can sign it back. And if they have signed back, which means they have completed the document, you can remove them from this specific workflow so that they do not get the follow-up emails,
Again. Okay.
right?
Thank
Does
you.
it make sense?
Yes, definitely.
So that's the automation. And to remove from the previous follow-up agreement, how we can do that is pretty much the second workflow which I created, which was agreement signed and notify team. I'm gonna open up this workflow, and in this workflow, so basically when is this workflow is going to fire? When someone completes the agreement, which means the agreement has been signed back. So once this is fired, which means there is no sense to send out the follow-up emails. So I'm gonna remove the person from the previous workflow, which was sending them follow-up emails, and the name of the workflow was send agreements. So in this way, they will be removed from the workflow once they sign the agreement so that they do not get the follow-up messages. And that's how you can simply create a complete automation of sending automated agreements to your clients. I think you're muted. Steve, are you with me as well in this case? And also Marcel?
Yeah, thank you for showing all this.
Awesome. And Slabert, are you good if you have any question? Yes, please.
I just wanted to ask some questions around the workflows and campaigns. So like we send someone an email and we put them into our automation. So as soon as they obviously sign up for the newsletter, then they start getting the emails. But through the work automation, I couldn't see like the opening and closing stats. So I don't know if I was supposed to create a campaign or if I was supposed to create a workflow to actually see the stats of the deliverability of the emails and that sort of thing.
Okay, so essentially, from the workflow, you can see the stats. Let me show you where exactly. If you go, for example, let's believe that this was the workflow. And if you click over here, so for example, this was a confirmation email. If you click over here, there will be an option of statistics on the right side. And you will be able to see the delivered, opened, and clicked and rates. This workflow is just a test workflow. This never ran. And so that's why there is no stats available for this one. But you can check it from here.
Okay, perfect. That makes sense. And then what would be the difference, like when it comes to sending out emails, between creating a campaign for someone and creating like a workflow of emails?
So workflow would probably, you can say that you have an automated sequences for the next couple of days, or maybe for the next complete 365 days, and you do not need to just recreate that. And campaigns is usually something that something suddenly comes up and you wanted to send them a campaign. For example, there is a Valentine Day and you remember that there is nothing you are offering for the Valentine Day, and you are gonna create an offer and send out a campaign to your whole list. And 365 days campaigns are specifically, for example, some companies use 365 days emails to nurture their clients and remove them if they are closed. So for that, they have already pre-planned all 365 days campaigns, and they just, you do not manually send each day there's those campaigns because it will require a lot of manual work. So rather than creating the campaigns, they you simply use an workflow automated sequences and add those emails in there. So it can be sent automatically without human intervention.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then just the last question that I had is obviously like when you send emails and stuff and it bounces or maybe it's the wrong email address and stuff like that, does it get removed automatically, or is there some sort of automation that we need to create in that workflow to remove them?
Basically, for it will not be removed from that. It will simply status of that email will be go to failed, but it will still try to attempt the next one.
Okay, so would I just go on my contacts and then just search there and then just clean up the database there if
Right.
there's some email addresses that are wrong?
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
But you could tag yourself and get a notification, right?
Yeah, there are obviously different use cases. You can create another workflow to see if any email got bounced. You will notify yourself, and then you can clean up the list so that the next email don't get bounced.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. All right. So any questions so far?
Could you hear me?
Yes, we can definitely hear.
Okay. Yeah, on the previous, you could send yourself a notification. You tag it and get a notification that an email failed, so that you can clean up.
Yeah, there is an event trigger called email events, and select which event has been occurred. For example, let me show you exactly. If you click on add new trigger and search for events, email events, and you're gonna have to add a filter here. Event is bounced, clicked, spammed, or opened. Based on whatever that event is, you can notify you. For example, email got bounced. You can click on this one and notify yourself that, hey, this person email got bounced. Go ahead and check this email. Then something like that.
Okay.
All right. So any questions again? Marcel, I think you are muted.
In a worksheet, so that you can do them later when you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like you can always export the contact to a Google Sheet, and then you can always, you can just again check out which one got bounced and you can fix them.
Okay, so sorry, I haven't checked that. So within contacts, you can actually select all the contacts which had a bounced email, or
Right.
do you just export everything and then do it in Excel?
What you can do
or in
is
Google Sheet?
in the workflow, there is an action to create a row inside Google Sheet. You can use that action so that every time an email bounces, the sheet will be filled with that contact.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Levitt, you have any question?
Can you just show me quickly, please? Sorry, I've missed where you got that line here on the side of the message. It's been sent, it's been opened, or it's just been clicked, or
Sure.
it did go into spam. Can you just show me where did you get that, please?
Right.
And
So
then
essentially,
that-
what happened?
Yeah.
Let me open up a real new workflow so that it don't mixed up with this one.
Please, I will appreciate.
Yeah. So if you can you see my screen?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do see.
Okay, so if you click on create a workflow, essentially the use case is we want to get notified once when the email is bounced or someone open up the email. So what we are
Yeah.
going to do is add a new trigger and search for events. You will find an email event over here, and you need to add a filter that
Yes.
which event exactly over here. So event,
Yeah.
and you can select multiple. For example, someone clicked, you want to know how many people clicked, or if someone
Okay.
bounced. You click on bounced
Okay.
and then save trigger, and you can now notify your team via internal
Yeah.
notification that email to this person has been bounced. Please resend or whatever you wanted to send them a notification here,
Okay.
like this way.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, you do not need to remember this. It's basically simply you can always grab these custom values and contact their full name or contact their email. So it will populate the email and names that your team can notify. Okay, this is the name and this is the email, and then you can simply fix those, and it should be fine. So that's how you can uh, email mouse subject.
Okay, ek wil net nog iets vra. Waar is hy nou? Volgens my
Yeah,
daar
so
nou.
that's how you can do that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And just another question, Marcel asked now that now can you then automatically create a table of all the ones that did responded and the ones that's only been clicked and the ones that's been bounced, so that you have a table.
Ah, there
Where
you
do
go.
you create that table? That table is that
Right.
now
Yeah.
there in Google Sheets?
Yeah,
That's
so
what
if you
is
click
the
on the
Google
plus
Sheet,
section,
yes.
there is an action called Google Sheets, and
Okay.
you can connect your Google account. So there are multiple options what you need to do from the Google Sheet. You want to create a spreadsheet row? Yes, in this case, this is something we are going to do. Create a spreadsheet row. When you click on this, select an account. So this account is basically, if you go to your settings integration, you will be able to connect your Google account. And once you connect it over here, it will come up over here. So currently this email is connected, and I'm going to select the drive. This is the Google Drive, which is fetched automatically. And now I'm going to spread, uh, look up the spreadsheet, which I'm going to use. So for that reason, you need to open up your Google account and create a spreadsheet over there, and it will automatically pull that up. And for example, this one sample spreadsheet, and this is the worksheet of the Google Sheet. The if you know that the bottom there in the Google Sheet there are multiple worksheets. Select
The
this
tab.
one, and it will say what is the starting column. Starting column. These are the now the columns of A, B, C, D of the Google Sheet. Now I see the starting column is name, and the ending column is email. I'm gonna only use two columns. So here in the name, you will be inserting the contact dot full name, and email would be contact dot email over here. And you can simply save that action. So in this way, you would be able to export the contact in that spreadsheet.
Thank you, Ida, for showing that.
You're welcome. No worries. Yes, Chad?
Thank you, Ida. Then I also wanted to ask, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to send like a weekly newsletter through to people that only runs from a Monday to a Friday. So what I did on mine is I obviously put the wait function. So I saw it sent the first one through, but it didn't send the second one through. So I said like wait for the time delay. And then I chose the day, and then I chose when the time should resume. I don't know if I should maybe share my screen, and if you could just see if I set it up
Yeah,
correctly.
sure. Sure. Let me allow you the access to share. Yes, you can share now. Okay, so you are waiting them for 10 minutes and resuming this on Monday exactly 5:30. Okay. So after 10 minutes, it's gonna check if it's Monday and this time. If not, then it's gonna still wait and wait till the Monday comes and it's gonna start resume at 5:30 on Monday. Yeah, this is correct.
Yeah,
Is
because
that
what happens?
thing
Yeah.
running? Is that thing running all week until it's 5:30?
Right. Yeah.
Wow. So you don't have to check every 10 minutes, right? You could check every hour. Or,
Yeah, exactly.
uh-huh.
Because this first one you'll see it fired off this one. So I don't know if it was maybe because of the 10-minute wait that maybe it didn't fire off the second one that it missed that window. Because yeah, this one was meant to go out, which it did go out. I saw that this one was delivered at 5:15. And then the next one was meant to be delivered at 5:30. But see, they're still stuck here about this one.
When did they came into the workflow? Did they came on Monday or did they came today?
They came through, I imported them all on Saturday.
Okay. Can you go to the enrollment history? Okay, there says waiting and just click on that. On the right side, there is a clock. Yeah. And now click on that clipboard button on the top right side. Yeah, view details. So it says the condition execute action if the current time falls in this workflow, else wait until the next window to execute this action. 5:30 Monday, and it was executed on 26th February, which was not Monday or Monday. Let me confirm. Is what 26 was
Yeah,
Monday,
but this
right?
is the afternoon.
Yeah,
This is
it
not
is afternoon.
5:30 in the
It's
morning. It's 3:50.
3:15. It's 3:15:07, which means that it was not 5:30 on Monday. So it's gonna resume
Was it
on next Monday 5:30.
AM? AM.
Right, AM.
So was it
That's your
just
thing.
is it a time zone thing? Because obviously, like our time zone is different to the international time zones. So
So
is there any way
basically,
that I check that?
yeah, the way it's gonna work, it's gonna use your business time zone, which is under the settings. So it will always use that time zone over there.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's awesome. Then it's going to run from next week, Monday, then everything's set up and will work.
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
It says, if you see down there, time zone, it says using accounts time zone. So you can always set that. All right. So any questions so far?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I would highly appreciate that if you guys keep on practicing and make sure these workflows you complete that and try testing out. And you can always share that in our Facebook group and tag the admin so that they can also check and give you a valuable feedback. And we will meet next week, and I'll wish you best of luck so that you can always keep on improving and learning.
Get some sleep, Cecile and Chad.
All
Get some
right.
sleep.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being on
Thank
a
you.
call, and
Thank
best
you
of luck
very
for your
much.
future endeavors.
Yes,
Thank
greetings from Chandra, also Marcel.
Thank
Thank
you. Have a
you.
wonderful day.
Yes,
Blessings
more
back.
chat. Yes, lekker dag vir julle. Be good.
Ja.
Dat
Tot
by
ziens.
julle.
Take care. Bye.